So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazetted Officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study, rest of the things will.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. So in the last lecture we studied about the joint PDF, the joint CDF and the joint PMF. Now in this lecture we want to study the functions of random variable. So in this we will study function of one random variable and function of two random variable. So first of all we will start with function of one random variable. The function of one random variable contains two types of functions. One is monotonic function, another one is non-monotonic function. Monotonic function is also known as one-to-one function, and non-monotonic function sometimes known as many-to-one function. So let us start with monotonic function. Now, first of all, what is the monotonic function? So monotonic function is also known as one-to-one function, which means if x is a random variable and I am making another random variable as y, which is function of x, so for monotonicity it must follow some rules. So rules for monotonicity. So the first rule is the x should have single solution of y, single solution in terms of y. So here this x should have single solution in terms of y, or this g inverse of y. Second point is the graph of y is equal to gx should be either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, which means the graph of y is equal to gx should be either increasing or decreasing. It should not have both the natures, which means in the graph there should not be any maxima or minima. It should be strictly monotonic or strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Third point is we will decide the range of y based upon the values of x and draw a line that is a horizontal line in the range of y. So this line should cut or should intersect y equal to gx graph at one point only. And lastly, if you will be performing the mapping from x to y, which is g of x, then the mapping should be 1 to 1. That means for each value of x, you should get the different value of gx. So a monotonic function satisfies these particular properties, which means the x should have single solution in terms of y. The graph of y is equal to gx should be either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Also, we have to decide the range of y based upon the values of x, and we will draw a line y is equal to small y, so in the range of y, and this line should intersect the y is equal to gf's graph at one point only. So if x is having PDF fx of x and the function y is equal to gx is monotonic and differentiable function of x, then the PDF of y can be written if we obtain the solution x1 as g inverse y, then the PDF of y can be calculated by fx of x1 mod of dx1 by dy. So this formula is very important when y is equal to gx is monotonic and differentiable function of x. In all that cases, you can obtain the PDF of y directly by using this formula. This formula suggests that the PDF of y will be the PDF of x at value x1, which is the solution of x, and dx1 by dy, where x1 represents solution of x in terms of y. So this formula is very important. Now let us try to see some examples. In this example, we have to write the PDF of monotonic function. So again, this x is your random variable and PDF of x is known, that is fx of x. So if I am making a monotonic function y is equal to gx, then we are interested in PDF of y, and this PDF of y can be written as fx of x1 mod of dx1 by dy, where x1 represents solution of x in terms of y. Now let us try to discuss the linear monotonic function. It is also known as linear transformation. Suppose we have function x, which is a random variable, and I am making another function y, which is function of x, but this y and x has a linear function. So the new random variable is ax plus b. Since it is representing a linear function or a straight line in xy plane, hence sometimes this transformation is also called as linear transformation. Now let us verify whether this function is monotonic or not. So first of all, I will calculate the value of x1. So from here you can calculate x1 is equal to y minus b by a, and here you can see that the x has unique or single solution in terms of y. So you can calculate value of x from here. The value of x from here comes out to be y minus b by a. So the solution x is equal to x1 becomes y minus b by a. Now second point I will check by the graph. So let me make the graph of it. I'm assuming here a is greater than 0, b is greater than 0. So the graph will be something like this. This is y versus x graph. So in the graph you can also notice, as we are moving on the x-axis, the value of y increases, or you can say that this is strictly increasing function. So here also it is justifying that it is monotonically increasing function. Let us check the last one also. In this case, x is varying from minus infinity to infinity. So y will become ax plus b. So obviously y will also vary from minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is the graph of y is equal to x, and we can draw line y is equal to y at any point from minus infinite to plus infinite. So I'm drawing this horizontal line somewhere here. This is y, and you can say that this line y is equal to y is intersecting this graph y is equal to ax plus b at a single point. Here also you can see that this function is a monotonic function. So till now we have justified that y is equal to ax plus b is a monotonic function. Now let us try to calculate the PDF of y. So this is your y is equal to ax plus b. The PDF of x is fx of x. Now since y is monotonic function of x, so you can use the formula of fy of y equal to fx of x1 mod of dx1 by dy. Here solution of x in terms of y can be calculated as y minus b by a. Since we are writing the solution, so this x is replaced by x1 and capital Y is replaced by small y. Or from the graph you can also see, at this particular point I am assuming that value of capital X is x1, or the solution of x is x1. So whenever you have to write the value of x1, just find out the relation between x and y and replace this capital X with small x1 and replace this capital Y with small y. So now first of all I will calculate dx1 by dy, and it comes out to be 1 by a. So I will put all these values here. It comes out to be fy of y equal to fx of x1 mod of dx1 by dy will become 1 by a. So we have to take its mod. So after taking mod it becomes 1 by mod a. So it becomes 1 by mod a fx. I will replace the value of x1 as y minus b by a. So in this way you can calculate the PDF of y from the PDF of x. Now the same calculation can be done alternatively. We know that y is equal to ax plus b. So we can write the CDF of y as probability of capital Y less than or equal to small y. Here we can put the value of capital Y, that is ax plus b, it should be less than or equal to small y. Or the CDF of y can be written as probability of capital X less than or is equal to y minus b by a. We know that probability of x at a is equal to the probability at x less than or equal to a. So from here you can see that this particular probability can be written as fx of y minus b by a. This is the CDF of y and this is the CDF of x. I can differentiate both the sides with respect to y. So I am differentiating with respect to y dfx of y minus b by a upon dy. So the differentiation of CDF becomes PDF. Here also the differentiation becomes f y of y minus b by a, and differentiation of this particular term comes out to be 1 by a. So from here you can write the PDF of y equal to 1 by a fy y minus b by a. So you are getting the same result by the logic which we were getting from the formula. Now let us see the another variation. In this variation I am assuming y is equal to minus ax plus b. In this case also both a and b are greater than 0. So in this case let us check whether it is monotonic function or not. So first of all I will calculate x in terms of y. So it comes out to be y minus b upon minus a. So if I will have to write the solution, so I will write this x as x1, this y as y, and minus a. So you can see here that x is having single solution in terms of y. So it is a monotonic function. Let us check it by second way. In this case the slope becomes negative, so the graph of y versus x comes out to be this. So if you will move on the x-axis, you can see that the value of y decreases. So you can say that this function is monotonically decreasing function. We have already discussed that the function should be either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. In this case it is strictly decreasing or monotonically decreasing, hence it is representing a monotonically decreasing function. So this also falls under the category of monotonic function. Now let us verify the third. In third case, this is your graph of y versus x. We know that x is varying from minus infinite to infinite. Y is equal to minus ax plus b. So y will also vary from minus infinite to plus infinite. So I can draw line anywhere from minus infinite to plus infinite on y axis. So I am drawing this graph here, and you can see that it is intersecting at only one point x1. So it represents a monotonic function. Now let us calculate the PDF of y. So PDF of x is fx of x. Y is equal to minus ax plus b. So the PDF of y will become fx of x mod of dx1 by dy. So how to calculate the x1? We know that x is equal to y minus b upon minus a. So the x1 will become y minus b upon minus a, and here dx1 by dy becomes minus 1 by a, and if you will take mod of dx1 by dy, it becomes 1 by a. So you can write it like this. This mod of dx1 by dy becomes 1 by a, and it becomes fx of x1. So the value of x1 can be written as y minus b upon minus a. So this is the PDF of y in this particular case. Let us try to calculate the PDF from alternative way. In this case y is equal to minus ax plus b. So the PDF of y can be calculating by calculating the CDF. So the CDF is y is less than or equal to y. You can write it as probability of minus ax plus b should be less than or equal to small y, or you can write it as probability of minus y plus b less than or equal to ax, or this can be written as probability of x should be greater than minus y plus b by a. Also you can write it as 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to minus y plus b by a. This represents the CDF of y. Now we know that fx of a represents probability of x less than or equal to a. So this can be written in terms of CDF of x, so it becomes 1 minus fx of minus y plus b divided by a. So now let me differentiate both the sides. So this is CDF. After differentiation it becomes the PDF of y. So here I am differentiating both sides. The differentiation of 1 becomes 0. The differentiation of this PDF becomes, this CDF becomes PDF. And now the differentiation of this minus y plus b by a becomes minus 1 by a. So this can be written as 1 by a fy of y minus b upon minus a. So here also we are getting the same result, that is fy of y equal to 1 by a fy of y minus b upon minus a. So either you can use the formula or you can use the logic. So the uses of formula makes the expression simpler. So I'll recommend that you should be using the formula. Now, so till now we have discussed that if x is a random variable, then the function of y is equal to ax plus b will also be a random variable. And if the PDF of x is known, then you can calculate the PDF of y by formula 1 by mod a fx of y minus b by a. So you can remember it as a formula also. Here I am not making any restriction on a and b, that is why I am using mod a here. So you already know that PDF can never be negative, so anyhow this value has to be positive. In previously both the cases I have assumed a as greater than 0, so here 1 by a was positive, and in the previous case also 1 by a was positive. So this formula you can remember for the calculation of PDF of y. Now let me replace a with minus a. So what will be the PDF? Here a is replaced by mod a, and here a is replaced by minus a. We know that mod of minus a becomes mod of a, and it becomes y minus b upon minus a. So you can modify your formula if you know the basic formulas. So remember this basic formula and modify all the formulas accordingly. Let us try to calculate the mean and the variance of linear function of one random variable. So we have linear function of one random variable y is equal to ax plus b. So the calculation of mean is very simple. You just have to put the expectation operator, so it will become expectation of ax plus b. Expectation operator is a linear operator, so you can distribute it. It becomes expectation of x plus expectation of b, or you can write that mu of y is equal to a mu x plus b. So this is the calculation of the mean. Now we want to do the calculation of mean square value also. So to calculate the mean square value, we have to calculate the expectation of y square. So the expectation of y square becomes expectation of ax plus b whole square. So you can write it as expectation of a square x square plus b square plus 2abx, or the expectation of y square can be written as a square expectation of x square plus expectation of b square will become b square, and it will become 2ab expectation of x. So the mean square value of y becomes a square expectation of x square plus 2ab mu x plus b square. Let us try to calculate the variance in this particular case. So y is equal to ax plus b. So the variance of y becomes expectation of y square minus expectation of y whole square. So let me put all the values. Expectation of y square we have calculated, it comes out to be a square expectation of x square plus 2ab mu x plus b square. We also calculated expectation of y. It comes out to be a mu x plus b whole square. So you can write it as a square expectation of x square plus 2ab mu x plus b square minus a square mu x square plus b square plus 2ab mu x. So multiply this minus sign inside. It will become a square expectation of x square plus 2ab mu x plus b square minus a square mu x square minus b square minus 2ab mu x. So this b square and this 2ab mu x gets cancelled out, and sigma y square becomes a square expectation of x square minus a square mu x square. So you can take this a square as common. Inside the bracket it becomes expectation of x square minus mu x square. You know that sigma x square equal to expectation of x square minus mu x square. So this can be written as a square sigma x square. The variation part, if y is equal to ax plus b, then mean of y can be calculated as a mu x plus b, and the variance can be calculated as a square sigma x square. So this constant term does not have any impact on the calculation of variance. So you can write it as the variance of x plus c is always equal to variance of x, or the variance of ax plus b will be a square variance of x. So the addition of constant does not affect the calculation of variance. Now let us do the linear transformation of uniformly distributed random variable. So I'm taking my random variable as x, which is uniformly distributed between some x1 to x2. So this is your random variable. So the PDF of this random variable will become, this will be x1, this will be x2, and it can be written as 1 upon x2 minus x1. Now I want to linearly transform this random variable with y is equal to ax plus b. So we know that the PDF of y will become fx of x1 mod of dx1 by dy. So it will become 1 by mod a fx of y minus b by a. So basically, to reach the graph of fy of y, you should draw this particular graph. So to draw the graph of fy of y, you need to draw the graph of 1 by mod a fx of y minus b by a. So we have been given the graph of f of x versus x. So first of all, I can write this as 1 by mod a fx of y by a minus b by a. So we will modify this dummy variable x as y. So this x is dummy variable, we can replace it with any quantity, so I will replace it with y. Then I will draw the graph of f of y minus b by a versus y, and it will represent the right shift by b by a. After that, I will scale my y with y by a. So here also you need to multiply horizontal axis by small a, and lastly I will amplitude scale with 1 by mod a, so I can obtain my graph, which is PDF of y. So this gives the amplitude scaling by 1 by mod a. So let us try to draw the graph. Initially, the graph was given between f of x versus x, and it was having values from x1 to x2, and this value was x2 minus x1. So first of all, what we will do, we will change the given dummy variable. So the dummy variable is changed with y. So it remains x1 to x2, and the peak value remains x2 minus x1. Then we will shift this graph right side by a unit of b by a, so it becomes x1 of b plus a, this becomes x2 of b plus a, and the peak value becomes x2 minus x1. So this is the graph of fx of y minus b by a versus y. Lastly, I will scale the independent variable y, so it will become the y by a minus b by a. And we know that for scaling with 1 by a, we need to multiply a on all the parameters of horizontal axis. So a is multiplied here also, and here also a is multiplied. So once a is multiplied in this, it becomes ax1 plus b, this point becomes ax2 plus b, and this remains 1 upon x2 minus x1. So now, to obtain the graph of fy of y, which is 1 by mod a fx of y minus b by a, we just have to amplitude scale it finally. So this point ax1 plus b was already achieved, this was also achieved, ax2 plus b, and the peak value was 1 upon x2 minus x1 earlier. Now it is amplitude scaled by mod a, so we will multiply it by 1 by mod a, and it comes out to be the PDF of y. So here the PDF of y, you can also see that the y has also uniformly distributed PDF. So the PDF of y is also uniformly distributed. So now here you can clearly see that if the x is uniformly distributed between x1 and x2, then y is equal to ax plus b is uniformly distributed between ax1 plus b to ax2 plus b. And these 2 points you can see here that these points are ax1 plus b and ax2 plus b. So every time we need not to draw the graph one by one, we can use this particular property, and this property says that, whenever x is uniformly distributed between x1 to x2, then linear transformation y equal to ax plus b will also be uniformly distributed between ax1 plus b to ax2 plus b. Or you can say that linear transformation does not change the nature of distribution. So the linear transformation does not change the nature of the distribution. So for further, if we need to draw the PDF of y, so now onwards we can directly draw. Suppose this is the PDF of x. It is uniformly distributed between a and b, and we have to draw the PDF of ax plus b. So we know that linear transformation will never change the nature of the PDF. If it is distributed between x1 and x2, so first of all put x1 here. So the value of y1 becomes ax1 plus b. Then put x2 here, then the value of y2 becomes ax2 plus b. So you can say that y is uniformly distributed between y1 and y2, and the value of y1 is ax1 plus b, and this value is ax2 plus b. Now what will be this amplitude? So amplitude I'm assuming as k. We know that area of the PDF is always unity. So if you will calculate this width will come out to be a into x2 minus x1. So the area becomes k into a into x2 minus x1 equal to 1. This area should be unity. From here you can calculate the value of a, and it comes out to be 1 upon a x2 minus x1. So from now onwards, whenever you need to draw the PDF after the linear transformation, you just check its distribution, and the distribution will remain same, but the point in which the distribution is taking place might change. For example, here it is constant between x1 and x2. Here it will be constant between ax1 plus b and ax2 plus b. And by equating the area equal to 1, you can calculate its amplitude. So if we are given a random variable x which is uniformly distributed between x1 and x2, then the PDF of this random variable becomes x1 to x2, and this value becomes x2 minus x1. Now if we are making a PDF, y is equal to x plus a, where a is greater than 0. So we know that this y will be uniformly distributed between x1 plus a to x2 plus a. So we will make a uniform PDF from x1 plus a to x2 plus a, and the peak value remains same in this case, and we get the PDF of y. Similarly, if I have to draw the PDF of x minus a, here also a is greater than 0. So y will be uniformly distributed between x1 minus a to x2 minus a, and in this case the PDF will be between x1 minus a to x2 minus a, and the peak value remains same. So you can see here that if you know the PDF of x and you have to draw the PDF of x plus a, you simply have to shift the graph of PDF a units rightward. So if you will shift this graph a unit rightwards, so this point will become x1 plus a, this will become x2 plus a. Similarly, if you know the graph PDF of x and you have to draw the PDF of x minus a, so you simply have to shift your PDF leftwards by a. So this is very important observation, and this is observation you should also note down, that if PDF of random variable x is known, then PDF of y is equal to x plus a will be obtained by shifting PDF of x a unit rightwards. Similarly, the PDF of y equal to x minus a will be obtained by shifting PDF of x a units leftwards. So this observation is very important, that whenever you have to draw the PDF of x plus a, then you just have to shift the PDF of x a unit rightwards. And similarly, you can also shift the PDF of the PDF of x a unit leftwards.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/Vishalgate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जांपल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics, that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, gate after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical. And this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys, so this is your responsibility that you should share this channel, you should subscribe this channel, also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone, let's crack it.